Welcome back. We have almost computed different ratios that comes under ratio analysis. Today we will discuss about how to use those ratios in constructing or preparing financial statements. Construction of financial statement from ratios. Until now, we have learned how to find various ratios on the basis of details given in the question. The details may be, you may be given a financial statement. Financial statement, sometimes it may be a balance sheet, or it may be a profit and loss account, or the combination of both. So whenever you are given a financial statement, you are preparing various ratios, or you are computing various ratios. In this case, or in this heading, you are going to deal with how to prepare a financial statement or a balance sheet on the basis of ratios and information given in the question. Because previously you were finding ratios on the basis of financial statement. In this case or in this approach, you are actually reversing the actions or activities you have been dealing previously. So in order to prepare a balance sheet, usually you have to prepare a balance sheet or a profit and loss account. You have you must have a clear idea regarding the various items that appear in a typical balance sheet and profit and loss account. On the basis of various information and ratios given in the question, you have to find various missing figures or items in a logical sequence. For example, current ratio and amount of working capital can be used to find out current assets and current liability. And similarly, if you are given liquid ratio and current liability, you can easily find out liquid assets. And if you have current assets and liquid assets, you can easily find out stock. Likewise, you need to find each individual items that appears in a balance sheet. So, in a question, you may be given some ratios and some additional information. On the base of that, you need to prepare various ratios. And on the basis of that ratios and amounts, you have to prepare a balance sheet. After finding out current items, you have to go for non-current items in the balance sheet, that is fixed assets and fixed liability. Fixed liability includes share capital, reserves and surplus, long-term debt, and on the basis of various ratios and information, you have to find each individual item. And the concept of preparing balance sheet is you have to find out as many items as you can. For example, if you have found current assets is 1 lakh and the additional information you are given, the cash of that concern is 50,000. So it is implied that the remaining 50,000 may be any of the current assets. It may be a cash, it may be a debtors, it may be bills receivable or any of the current examples of current assets which you have learned. So while preparing balance sheet, instead of writing current assets rupees 1 lakh, try to write cash rupees 50,000. The remaining 50,000 you can either write debtors or bills receivable or any of the examples you know which you have learned under current assets. That's how you have to prepare a balance sheet. This method is not only followed for current assets, you can follow and you must follow in case of current liabilities as well as fixed assets and fixed liabilities. Try to split and bring as many items as you can on the basis of details given in the question. So let's discuss about the case that comes under this session. Question: from the following given ratios and figures, Prepare a summarized balance sheet of XY Limited as on specific date. In the question, working capital amount rupees 70,000, reserves and surplus 50,000, bank overdraft rupees 10,000, fixed assets by proprietors fund is 0.65. Fixed assets to proprietors fund ratio. That ratio, we haven't learned or heard an equation like that. Sometimes in this type of question, you may be given specific equation that has been developed for this that particular question. So next one, current ratio 2.75, liquid ratio 1.25, and in the additional information it is said that there are no long-term debts or miscellaneous expenses. We will discuss that part. Okay, in the question, three items, amount items is given: working capital, reserves and surplus, bank overdraft, and three another ratios is also given. You have to prepare a balance sheet. We all know balance sheet includes fixed assets, fixed liability, current assets, current liability. How you are going to find each individual item? And the concept is, instead of writing current asset, you have to split the various items that comes under current assets on the basis of information given in the question. If there is no information, how we are going to split it? Usually information will be given and you need to split various items that comes under each head. Not only current asset, you have to follow the same procedure for current liability, fixed assets, fixed liabilities. So how you are going to start? Whenever you come across this question, you need to link the amount items with the ratios given in the question. Here it is given working capital 70,000, reserve 50,000, bank overdraft 10,000. And in the ratio it is said that fixed asset to proprietors fund is 0.65. Next one, current ratio is 2.75, liquid ratio is 1.25. Here in this question, only this working capital can be linked to current ratio. There is no other item that can be linked with. Here reserves and surplus, we can't link with any of these ratio. Bank overdraft, we are helpless. The only thing we can link means working capital with current ratio. Why? Because current ratio means current assets divided by current liability. And the equation for finding working capital is current asset minus current liability. And how we are going to link that? Let's see. So first we are going to find current assets and current liability, and how we are going to find. In the question it is said that current ratio is 2.75, and we already know current asset by current liability is 2.75. So on the basis of that information, we can assume that current liability be X and current asset be 2.75X. And in the question it is said that working capital is 70,000. We know that the equation for working capital is current assets minus current liability. And we found, or we assumed, that current liability is X and current assets is 2.75X. So just substitute those in the equation. You will get 70,000 equal 2.75X minus X. And finally, you will get X equal to 40,000. We assumed that current liability be X. So the amount of current liability is rupees 40,000. And we also assume that current assets is 2.75X. We found X is 40,000. Just multiply 40,000 with 2.75. You will get 1,10,000. I hope you guys are aware about these steps because we have done this kind of adjustments in the previous sessions. So you found current liabilities and current assets. Next means you need to find the various items that can be identified under these two heads. Because instead of writing current assets rupees 1,10,000, try to split into different current assets. And on the basis of details given in the question, you are going to find out. So next, we are going to find what are the items that comes under current assets. In the question, the next information given is liquid ratio. Liquid ratio is 1.25. See, here liquid ratio is 1.25. On the basis of liquid ratio, we can find liquid assets. And we are going to find how to find liquid assets. Liquid ratio equation is liquid assets divided by current liability. Here liquid ratio is 1.25, which is already given in the question. We don't know liquid assets and current liability. Just now we found the value of current liability. So by substituting the details given in the question, you can find liquid assets rupees 50,000. That's how you find liquid assets. So whenever you come across this type of question, first you need to find current assets and current liability, then go for liquid asset. We went for liquid asset because in the question liquid ratio is given. That's why we went for liquid assets. Now we have current assets and liquid assets. If we adjust liquid assets with current assets, you will get stock. So next item, stock. Stock means current assets minus liquid assets. You will get 60,000. This is how you need to find various items that comes under different heads. So from current assets, you found liquid asset 50,000 and stock is 60,000. You have to follow the same scenario for each heads, current liability, fixed liabilities as well as fixed assets. On the basis of details given in the question. Only on the basis of detail additional information on the question you can find all these items. In this case, liquid ratio and other items is given. That's how you find liquid assets and stock. Because by adding liquid assets 50,000 and stock 60,000, you will get current assets 1,10,000. That's how you need to find each item. Next, let's try with current liability. We already found current liability 40,000. And in the question, there is no information regarding creditors. But if we check the question, you will get one current liability item, that is bank overdraft rupees 10,000. So you already found current liabilities rupees 40,000 and we have bank overdraft 10,000. So it is logical that the remaining amount might be creditors. For the time being, I am using creditors. You can either use bills payable or any of the current liability examples. For time being, we are assuming that the remaining amount will be creditors. So the creditors equal to current liability minus bank overdraft. The question it is given bank overdraft 10,000 and current liability we already found 40,000. So you will get 30,000. I hope you are following the concept. Next item given in the question is proprietors fund and fixed assets. In the question it is said that fixed assets to proprietors fund is 0.65. The only information regarding fixed assets and proprietor fund is there is a ratio of 0.65. So you on the basis of that information you are going to find proprietors fund and fixed assets. For that you need to remember the equation. Balance sheet equation we know that assets equal to liabilities. And assets include fixed assets and current assets and liabilities include fixed liabilities and current liability. We are all familiar with this equation and on the basis of this equation we are going to find proprietors fund and fixed assets. For the time being, let's assume and bring together items of similar nature to one side. That is, we are bringing together fixed items to the left and current items to the right. So it will become fixed liabilities minus fixed assets equal to current assets minus current liability. And we all know one equation that the equation for finding working capital is current assets minus current liability. So fixed liabilities minus fixed asset, you will get working capital. And we already have the amount of working capital. And in the question it is said that fixed assets to proprietors fund is 0.65. It means 0.65 by 1. That is, if proprietors fund is 1, fixed asset will be 0.65. Since there is no information regarding the amount, let us assume that proprietors fund be Y and fixed assets be 0.65Y. And for the time being, let the fixed liabilities be proprietors fund because in the question there is no information regarding long-term debts or miscellaneous expenses. So let us assume that fixed liability be proprietors fund. So by substituting these variables in the equation, fixed liability Y, fixed assets 0.65y equal to working capital 70,000. By solving that, you will get y 2 lakhs. We assumed y as proprietor's fund, so you will get the amount of proprietor's fund 2 lakhs. And as I also assume that fixed assets is 0.65y, so fixed asset is 1,30,000, that is 2 lakh into 0.65. So now you have proprietor's fund and fixed assets. Next, we are going to find the amount of share capital. Why we are going to find amount of share capital? Because previously we found proprietor's fund is 2 lakhs. And in the question it is given that reserves and surplus is rupees 50,000. So, proprietor's fund equation we all know, share capital plus reserves and surplus, you will get proprietor's fund. And we already found proprietor's fund is 2 lakh, and we are going to find the amount of share capital, and reserves and surplus it is given in the question. So you will get share capital, the amount of rupees 1,50,000. I hope you guys understand why we are doing all these steps. You need to find as many items that comes under each head. That is the concept of preparing balance sheet. Now we have almost all the items on the basis of details given in the question. Let's prepare the balance sheet. So the balance sheet of XY Limited as on the date specified in the question. So the balance sheet will be like this. In this question, first one, share capital 1,50,000. Next one, reserves and surplus 50,000. It is already given in the question. Reserves and surplus 50,000. Next one, current liability is 40,000. In the question, current liability 40,000 is given, or we found current liability is 40,000, and in the question, bank overdraft of 10,000 is given. So instead of writing current liability 40,000, you have to split into two. So bank overdraft 10,000 and creditors 30,000, because we already found the amount of creditors. That's how you need to split current liability 30,000 and for 10,000. Remember, usually students may end up with some careless mistakes. Usually the students do like this. Current liabilities, they already found 40,000. They will write 40,000, and under that creditors 30,000, bank overdraft 10,000. It will be the greatest blunder in your history. Remember, we found current liability 40,000, okay, but we also find the various items that comes under that current liability. So never ever write that amount of current liabilities along with the items you already found in this case. Remember, instead of writing the total amount of current liability, we found the various sub items that comes under current liability. So remember to write only the sub item, not the amount as a whole you have found at the beginning. Next one, fixed assets 1,30,000, which we already found. Next one, current assets. We also found current assets, the amount of current assets. Remember, instead of writing the total amount of current assets, try to split and find out the various sub items that comes under current assets. We already found current assets is 1,10,000. Instead of writing 1,10,000, you can write liquid assets 50,000 and stock 60,000. This is how you need to prepare a balance sheet on the basis of details given in the question. So preparing balance sheet, you need to familiarize with various items that come from the balance sheet and also the various equations which we have dealt previously. And above all, you have to think logically. how you are going to find each item, what are the various items that comes under each head, how you are going to find each sub items that comes under each head. Remember various ratios and various items, and also familiarize the various cases and read the question very cautiously and wisely. So just go through the case. If you have any doubts, just contact me. We will discuss some further cases that comes under this scenario. That's all. Thank you.